Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. In a business, me not care if them screw face, wow. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. You hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me not business, me not care if them now already hear me fun too much, too much, whoa. Them not like me not like them. Them not rate me and them no friend. Me don't see you care the whole of them are even. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa.
Yeah man, OG Marley representing for Let's Talk the Thing TV. Your guy is one of you tune in to Let's Talk the Thing TV YouTube channel where you get the best entertainment news out of Guyana. Mixed up gossip, you see it. Talk the till tell them about that drink and drive no car. Don't take no lifestyle. Babylon gonna have to do them job before you kill yourself or innocent people might have figure ball. Brah. Let's Talk the Thing TV. I don't know. Out of bud. Yeah man, OG man.
Yeah man. About that drink and drive me dog. Yeah man, big tune by the man called OG Marley. That's one of Guyana artists. Definitely go by the name of OG Marley. Gotta say good evening to each and everybody out there. Welcome down to another edition. Yes, episode 2 of Justice for Adriana. Yeah, as you guys see the thumbnail. You understand? It's Monday. Justice we got. We say episode 2. So you don't know episode 2, that means we're going to be talking about Adriana. We're going to make it an episode now. So you guys could definitely go and check out episode 1, 2, 3, or 4, you know? Don't go up there. Get down. No. That's my co-host. See if you hear she in the background. There's my G. But nevertheless, man, good night each and everybody out there in YouTube world. Welcome to another edition of Let's Start the Things. Yes, people, we got some things to talk about tonight. Definitely we're gonna drop a 2 hour, might be a 3. You don't know the thing was it get congested, we keep it rolling. Shout out to Madu. You don't know I'm gonna big up to my Lindeners, big up to my Borbitions, Essie Cribble, Georgetown, you know what I mean? Yeah, Kukwani people. You don't know the thing already, Borbis. Everybody, big up yourself. And like I said, shout out to those persons who just came home from work. Those persons who may be on the night shift tonight, you know how it is already. Shout out to all the nurses, all the doctors out there, all the officers. Y'all don't know what's up. We still got to give them the big up because they got good one and bad one, so we still got to big them up. They got good and bad in everything, so we still got to big up who got to get big up at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So big up everybody that definitely check in. BZ must see, that's what it must stand for, say outside. Outside, yeah man. June say outside. What, everybody outside? David, big up yourself. David Sato, good evening to everybody. And Kieran or was it Kieran? Yes, finally. So you don't know what's up. People been waiting for the show. So welcome down. So before we even jump into anything with Adriana, I see everybody, the crime chief came out and say something. So we're going to be dealing with that. You know how it goes already over here. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with that. Also, we got a couple more stuff definitely we're going to be touching on, because we see whereby The FBI is waiting for the government to give them the go ahead that they could do the investigating in Adriana case. Now I don't know what's going on if the government have to give these guys the approval still to do the investigation or not. Cause remember they just can't come into your country. Still got to talk to somebody. So we see a report by News Source. We're gonna definitely go through that. Let you guys get to hear what really the person is saying. Just a minute, guys. Yeah. Okay, this is what it said. It said no requests from Guyana government for the FBI help in Adriana Young's case. You understand? So the FBI is still waiting for the request. Most of the days, it gotta go. So definitely we got that for you, definitely also. See what's going on, guys. Remember the link for the membership I've pasted in the comment section. So you guys definitely could join the membership. You don't have to do a lot tonight. The link is right there for the members, for those persons who interested in being a member of Let's Start the Things TV. You know what I mean? You know, we're building the channel definitely. Once again, shout out to all those persons that definitely contribute, or should we say donate. And you're donating all the time, like as we say, man, we keep bringing the facts, we keep bringing more information as it leads to Adriana. And you know, as we're fighting for Adriana, justice must be served. That's how we're doing it wrong here. So we in business, we in key. You understand? Justice must be served. So the FBI is still waiting to get some information and all these kind of things. So it's kind of crazy at this said moment here, so guys. But you know, we got all that report for you. So as we crack and go down, but before we kick off anything with the Adriana case, I know we're dealing with the Adriana, but you know, we got a couple more topics definitely we could deal with before. It's not you. It's one in the board. You don't play for catch them. Jesus Christ. Yeah, guys. We got that. We got all of that for you tonight. So definitely like up the live. Like I say, guys, you saw the post this morning. They see strike. Yeah, man, strike. 2 week strike. No school, no work. You understand? As we definitely striking for Adriana, you know how it is already, guys, alright? So nevertheless, man, the show is alright. Everybody's rolling in, everybody's moving in. Barrington, big up yourself. Firestorm in the building. Big up yourself. You don't know the thing go already. Everybody that's checking in right now, like up the live. Then they had no approval to kill Adriana. Well, you know what they're saying there. But nevertheless, man, it is what it is at the end of the day. Y'all know what it is. Like I said once again, man, good night, everybody. Welcome down. It's Monday night, episode 2, as we speak about Adriana's. Definitely got some information with what's going on. The crime chief came out and so forth, but still waiting for approval from the FBI. See what's gonna happen. Before we start the whole ball game with Adriana, wow, we got a new member. Yeah, man, Gomes, gotta say thank you for being a member of the channel. Yeah, man, good night to Miss Gomes. You know how it goes already. Same thing to you, sweetie. Good evening to you also. You don't know it go already. Yeah, man. Bantoon King. Hope that's the name, man. You know, big up to everybody that definitely, like I say, I pinned the link for the membership in the comment section, so you guys could definitely hit the link, support the channel, Like we said, donation is a must. You guys could donate to the channel by purchasing a super sticker, purchasing a super chat. You guys could donate by being a member of the channel, so $2 a month. Or you guys could definitely donate by dropping anything in the Cash App or the Zelle that is provided for you at the bottom of the screen that is scrolling right now. All right, guys? You know, I gotta let you know what's going on, because donation, supporting is a must. You know, it makes the channel more better and keeps up to the time with things, you know what I mean? You know, as we put in the works for you guys. Yeah, it's crazy like that. Now, I don't know if you know what's going on, but Baby Skellow got arrested, guys. Yes, Baby Skellow. For those persons who don't know Baby Skellow, Baby Skellow is a Guyanese artist, Jesus Christ, and a comedian, you could say, at the end of the day. And what happened is that Baby Skellow sing a song, you know, as an artist, about a lady go by the name of Lady Lashmin or something like that. And you know, the God is definitely the Hindu community God, and we see whereby them in deal with him all. I think he got arrested all. Yeah, I think he got arrested and all of that. So it's kind of crazy right now with what's going on in the country with certain things. You gotta be real careful with what you're saying, what you're doing, you know, because it's like everybody just taking everything serious. Everybody just taking everything like the government, you know? It's crazy to how things are really going on. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Let me go into a piece of interview with Baby Skellow as the audience are rolling into the show, and then we're going to kick off definitely with the rest of the information that we got with Adriana Young as we try to break this case here. So, but let me just hear a piece of something what Baby Skellow said. Yeah, I know the thing.
To the Guyanese, the local, as well as the international community, or in fact better known to the international community as Baby Skellow. Now, the reason we have arranged this interview here today is because of a recent viral video circulating around social media of the aforementioned artist, where it has left the wider Hindu community very extremely outraged about this recent song. So this short interview will just basically be to understand Daniel's thought process behind the creation of the song and see what's next, since the Hindu community specifically is calling for an apology, and some persons are even going to the extreme to call for an arrest. So Daniel, first of all, what was the idea, thought process behind the song?
Well, the song the song come to my mind like, sorry, let me see, go make a song for like, well, mostly like a freestyle. So it's like, freestyle now is like a little gimmicks freestyle. Yeah, like a little comic way. Yeah. Like comical way, yeah, on a freestyle. So mostly me freestyle is upon kicks, is upon gimmick and so, comic and everything.
So basically what you're saying is that the song of itself was not intended to be taken seriously.
No, it wasn't like seriously. We just make it feel like comic, like just get people laugh, like the other one.
Right. Now specifically, why the Hindu community is outraged about this specific song is because a revered god in the Hindu community was mentioned, Mother Lakshmi, right? That's a revered Hindu god, and we know Hinduism is spread worldwide. They have over 1 billion followers, so that's a very large community of people that worship this specific deity. And the reason why this community is outraged is because in the song of itself, you describe several sexual acts being carried out on the god that is revered by this group of people. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, the lyrics is just like sexual lyric, and just mostly it's based on sexual lyric content.
The man said lyrics is like sexual
content.
lyrics.
But
Going to hear
well,
by
the old dancehall music is like it's all about something. It be like sexual song and so, but same way like she'll never like mention no put out no like nobody religion or anything. Yeah.
So remember, this is not a case whereby it's just a random name, like it's just Shelly XYZ XYZ. This name specifically references a god or a deity that is worshipped by billions of people, or over a billion people in fact. So you can understand why this community is outraged. I was recently made aware of an updated video that you did with your father, which pretty much did not help the situation, if in my opinion.
Yeah.
So one of the major Hindu organizations in Guyana is calling for a public apology. Do you see the need to apologize to the local as well as the international Hindu community?
Yeah, it's any for apologize, yeah.
All right. So would you like to take this opportunity right now to send out a formal apology to the local and just Hindu people in the diaspora of the world for the lyrics behind the song? And correct me if I'm wrong, is the song already taken down on all platforms?
Yeah, the song, well, I don't delete it. I don't delete it. Only one platform it went on, and I don't delete it.
That's TikTok.
Yeah, I delete it from there.
Okay. So this is your chance basically to offer an official apology to the local as well as the international Hindu community who is very outraged about this situation. So Daniel, take it away.
Well, I did not have no intention making any like song about the religion, but same way I did not want to make any religion feel offended. I didn't want offending no religion. So sorry for the bad things that I say in the song, but same way like didn't really like know that like what would be the outcome. Most time it's just the upon. It's upon. Sometimes it's upon doing. Sometimes I do comic music, or sometimes I do music that without comic. Sometimes I hear comic content. Sometimes I sing comic content, and sometimes I sing content without comic. So
wait. I don't know what getting to Baby Skellow. I don't know if he's looking for a bus, he's looking for a taxi, if he's looking for a car, a motorbike or a bicycle. Me know what he looking for. But I don't know what getting he had for call the people them God name. You know what I mean? And then he can say that he didn't seen it as no disrespect. He didn't know you.
well, I didn't like mean to hurt no one mentally.
Every get this and then we go into we regular program.
Well, sorry for like hurting people mentally. About this. They want like upset nobody. I didn't know that. I didn't expect it to hurt no one, but hurt no one mentally. But they want like. Sorry for like ever hurt anybody mentally. So, but I'm not a bad person. But the only like when I feel bored.
Wait, I want to ask you something. Wait, I want to ask you this. So I want to ask you this.
Jaman, you vexed here. You vexed here. Something bothering you. You sick out. Your brains are working good out.
What's No. Chat. We got for ask you this.
Soldier man, you vexing me, you vexing me, something bothering you, you sick, your brains are working good.
Oh. Hey. Now we gotta laugh little by who's scunt. Excuse me there. Oh God. Wait. It's the same thing I asked him by. I want if he heard it, if he's sick, if he breathes and walk in. Me know why you would look for go and sing something like this. It's like if you, it's like a girl come out and sing something like this with Jesus Christ, or implicate God, saying you want to give God blow job and all these sexual position. It's like you heard crazy, you know what I mean? Yo, this is wait, let me hear what he's saying.
I might do a freestyle just to like make myself lively. Yeah, then everybody know that that is a lively Jove up.
Where's that replay it? Where want replay? You want replay this?
Soldier man, you vexing me, you vexing me, something bothering you, you sick, your brains are working good.
Oh, so good. Yo. Hey, I like good showmaness, no? Oh, shit, boy. Yo. No, we got to get some laugh tonight. You don't know, because we seriously is it too much. We gotta get some.
Person.
Wait.
So it's like, it's like mostly like most people know me that they know that I just like put a smile on people's face. But some people know some people know some people is vexed. Some people.
Well, in this case, when you try to put some smile on some people's face, you really do the right thing by doing that. You understand? You ain't do the right thing by doing that.
People is vexed. Some people is vexed with me. Some people put joy in some people, but same way like I didn't really want to tarnish nobody's joy or anything, but I respect all religion. Everybody get their own thing they believe in. So same way like all religion get their own thing they believe in. Everybody get their own thing they believe in. So everybody get their own decision what they believe in also. But same way, same to African people, I will certain in the religion come from African, but one thing like we lost we bought, right? So certain we didn't continue the culture. So other people continue it. So yeah.
What I got to do with anything with the man ask you just now? You the man and ask you nothing about that.
I believe what's important as well is to highlight or at least reassure everyone that we will not see a reoccurrence of this, because you did mention that typically you do this to put a smile on people's face. It's not to be taken seriously, but as well understand that this cannot come at the expense of anyone else. So if we can just wrap up by providing everyone with the reassurance that there will not be a reoccurrence of any song or any content that comes at the expense of someone's religion or anything of that nature.
Well, I distance myself from with making any content with any religion or anything, to distance myself from the, yeah. We're not like making any more type of them. No, I will not make like any more content like that. Distance myself from doing any sort of thing like that. I will not make any more content like that.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Daniel Wharton, better known as Baby Skellow, would have issued his official apology, and I hope that this is reviewed by the respective individuals, and you guys can decide whether or not you believe the apology is genuine. At least from where I'm sitting, I feel as though it's genuine, and I feel as though we should definitely give Daniel a chance.
The only thing I want to tell Daniel, the only thing I want to tell Daniel is this.
Soldier man, you vexing you. You vexing you. Something bothering you. You sick you. Your brains are working good.
Yo, shout out to everybody that definitely in the building, man. We got 1,000 persons on the check-in on the early. Yeah, man, only 29 minutes into the show, and we got a lot of persons already up in the building. I want if he's sick, or he brains ain't working good or what. Something got wrong with he. Something got to wrong with him. I ain't gonna tell no lie, real thing. You know what I mean? But this will show you how life set up, you know? This is how life set up more time. Because sometimes some people is want to get a bus and is end up, you know what I mean, doing the wrong thing for get a bus and end up in a whole calamity. Because you don't see a whole scene guy now when Mother Lashmin. You Lashmin or whatever she name. I'm not familiar with the people them God. But don't go around people religion. Don't do it because if you do it to the Christian religion, you would get a serious beating also. So correct is right. You know, we don't condone nobody going around people religion. You know what I mean? Although I as a man, we don't believe in religion. You know what I mean? Me God is me God. You know what I mean? If you God is a God whereby it got 5 hands, 6 hands, that's your God. If you pray to elephant, that's you. If you pray to a cow, that's you. I can't this you meds. I know who I pray to. You understand? At the end of the day, the phone lines are not open as yet. And this is something I want to let you guys know. You must look at the bottom of where the thumbnail is. What am I saying? Where the title is. Right at the bottom where the title is on my YouTube live. And you can look to see if it says ago, sorry. You're going to see 1 hour ago, 2 hour ago, 3 hour ago, 5 minutes ago. Once you see ago, that means the show is done. They got people still calling me phone, although the show done. Me phone still ringing off right through an hour. Sometimes an hour, 2 hour, the show finish and people still calling me for give their pint on the show, which the show done. So I'm urging you guys, yeah, please make sure you look where the title is and you will see something mark ago, 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, an hour ago. Okay? All right, let me jump into these things now that we got. Quick and fast, guys, because we got some news upon the Adriana Young case. And we see whereby it looked like the crime chief definitely came out of his shell. Yes, guys, the crime chief came out of his shell. You know what I mean? So, definitely we go and hear first word what the crime chief had to say, guys. As you guys know how it is already over here, you know. We try to bring the vibes to you guys. Come on, man. I know I saw this shit. Don't tell me y'all do me this. Like up the live, guys. By the time you know what it is, like up the live. Like up the live. Like the live up, guys. Like up the live. Yeah, guys, like up the live. I swear to God, I share this shit. And this is what they're doing to me. Okay. All right, we got a one. All right, we got a 1 minute here by the crime chief. Let me hear what he said. Just a minute, guys. Like up the live, guys. Like up the live. Please like up the live.
The investigators, they were instructed not to disregard any evidence whatsoever. So after the evidence gathering stage, what they're going to do is to evaluate and examine the evidence against some competing theories and possibilities. And from there on, when we finish, we're going to send the file to DPP for her to give her legal opinion. We have taken statements from a substantial amount of persons. We were still today, we're to interview 2 other persons who were at the pool on the day that Adriana went missing. We were examining every detail on the day in question, every information, every evidence will be examined and evaluated. And at the end of the day, we're going to send our case file to the DPP for her to give her legal opinion. Investigators are in possession of video evidence. And as I said, as we speak, our forensic investigators, they are going through the video evidence to garner as much information as possible as to what transpired on the day in question.
Video, but I'm talking about the still pictures.
We have videos, we have photographs in our possession.
Okay, one more time. Let's get this we say.
The evidence gathering or evidence accumulation stage, the investigators, they were instructed not to disregard any evidence whatsoever. So after the evidence gathering stage, what they're going to do is to evaluate.
Something about me feeling, me know if y'all ain't feeling it too. And he ain't even looking into the camera. He look like he lying. To me, I just getting a feeling with him. Me know about y'all. I getting a feeling with he. He look kind of, something ain't right with we they're saying. Something ain't right. I got a feeling he was forced by either hearing about the crime chief ain't coming out, why the crime chief haven't come out, why the crime chief haven't come out and say anything. And this is the shit we mean understand with these banner. When you think them coming and from now on, nobody don't expect nothing good from these banner. Cause it seems like when they come, that we ain't going no way further. We just keep staying one way. It look like we ain't going no way further. He look like he hiding something. He ain't looking into the camera. Y'all ain't saw this man operating. Look how this man operating.
Evidence gathering.
Watch.
Or evidence accumulation stage.
You see? He can't even look in the camera. Watch. Just look. You understand? It's crazy, bro. This mean like it. I swear to God. It's right, man. Let me hear what he's saying. Where the heck is this guy? Shit. What are the people?
And from there on, when we finish, we're going to send the evidence gathering or evidence accumulation stage. The investigators, they were instructed not to disregard any evidence whatsoever. So after the evidence gathering stage, what they're going to do is to evaluate and examine the evidence against some competing theories and possibilities. And from there on, when we finish, we're going to send the file to DPP for her legal opinion. We have taken statements from a sub.
Just a minute, want to shout out to Wilbert. Wilbert, thank you for the $5 donation. Definitely. Also, Wilbert is a member of the channel. Definitely, Wilbert, man. Shout out to shout out for the $5 donation, man.
Substantial amount of persons. We still today we're to interview 2 other persons who were at the pool on the day that Adriana went missing. We were examining every detail on the day in question, every information, every
body language. That's what I'm talking about. Body language. I'm not feeling this dude, bro.
evidence will be examined and evaluated. And at the end of the day, we're going to send our case file to the DPP for her to give her legal opinion.
Includes the pictures.
Investigators are in possession of video evidence. And as I said, as we speak, our forensic investigators, they are going through the video evidence to garner as much information as possible as to what transpired on the day in question.
Video, but I'm talking the still pictures.
We have videos, we have photographs in our possession.
Something just ain't right. You understand? Something just ain't right. Me, you know, something ain't right. Something ain't right. The DPP. You know what I mean? Something ain't right with him. Something does off. Who are they investigating? You understand? Something just ain't right with him, you know. He's not even looking in the camera. He even say, well, I just want to ensure the family of Adriana Young that we are definitely doing what we got to do for make sure that we get these guys or we get to find out who. You ain't seen none of them seeing that. He does looks off. He does look kind of weird. Something ain't right. You understand? You got videos and you got videos and pictures in your possession. You got videos and picture in your possession, but still you dragging your foot. Still you ain't move at the pace that you're supposed to be moving. Still nothing is not coming out of this because you keep telling me that she's drowned. She drowned. That's not what we want to hear. We want to hear something more. We need to hear something more. The moral of the story is that y'all lying. Y'all lying. I know I'm telling y'all lying, buddy. And we ain't believing y'all. Me believing y'all know me, you know why?
But you know what? It's good for fucking me. But I'm playing nice no more. But you know what? It's good for fucking me.
We got to get these people them out. We got to get these people them out. Lie, 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 lie. What evidence y'all got? What y'all there doing? Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all just trying to make people a jackass. This is what y'all trying to do. Make people a fool. Viewers and subscribers, y'all didn't see this already going on. Right? After the crime chief come out, and this is what the crime chief had to say, right? The crime chief come out and this is what the crime chief had to say. Will you expect the president say by? Listen to what Mr. Ali say. Here, sir.
Always said that we ask Venezuela to respect international law, but we are not sitting back also. Of course, I want to assure you and all Guyanese that the Guyana Defense Force, the government, and every stakeholder, we are putting everything in place to ensure that the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Guyana is always protected and safeguarded.
Is the border being monitored ahead of the elections?
Definitely. That's I can't go into details, but I can assure you that we and our partners, and we are keeping our partners abreast. Is continuous analysis and continuous look, especially in areas that are close to the borders.
What will be your message living along the border with
My message is very clear to all the citizens of Guyana and those who are living in the territory of Guyana. You have nothing to fear. You're living in what is our sovereign space, and we're going to protect and ensure that our sovereign space is respected by all.
I don't know if this is the one, but I don't know if this is the one. But nevertheless, like we was saying, right? What evidence y'all got? Y'all ain't got no evidence. Y'all evidence-less. You understand? You understand, viewers and subscribers? They don't have no evidence. Because if they had evidence, they would have already sorted out this shit. Hold on, guys. Let me get up my information and get up my stuff, so you guys could get where you gotta get. You know what I mean? Because you guys know how we doing it over here. Now the president was asked about Adriana Young. Hold on, people. Sorry there. All right, good. Hold on, people. Shout out to everybody in the building. Please like up the live. Like up the live. We got 214 likes. Definitely shout out to everybody in the building. I'm beating a cold Corona. It's been a while me drink a Corona beer. I had to get something for drink tonight, bye. Had to get something to drink tonight. Because like we said, this is episode 2. Justice for Adriana. Shout out to everybody. Like I say, guys, if you're interested in being a member of the channel, the link for the membership is pinned in the comment section. Also, guys, you could donate by purchasing a super sticker, purchasing a super chat. Also, you could donate by definitely dropping anything in the Cash App or in the Zelle that is provided for you definitely below. All right, guys? So definitely you know how it is, man. It's all about donation is a must. Want to say shout out to Wilbert for the $5 donation. You know what it is, man. We definitely appreciate your $5 donation. Definitely, man. Shout out to everybody that is donating. Definitely, your donation is very important to us also, guys, okay? So like I say, man, thanks to Wilbert for the $5 donation. That's what we're talking about. We're keeping it jiggy, we're keeping it mucho. Join the membership. Join the membership, guys, all right? So let's jump into this. Let's hear once again what now Mr. Ali, Mr. Infinali was asked about the Adriana situation, and this is what Mr. Ali, I think that the video that I showed you is the wrong video. This here, this is what Mr. Ali said. Take a listen.
Mr. President, with regards to the Adriana Young case, we know that
I'm not
will
the
FBI be asked to assist?
I'm not going to belabel this point anymore. Everything that I've committed to in the case, we brought in the independent pathologists. They've done their work. There's an independent investigator in. I've done what I said I would have done. The political handlers are now at work aggressively. Let the political handlers deal with what they want.
Can somebody enlighten me and tell me what do he mean by the political handlers? I'm not really in line with political too much, but can somebody tell me what do you mean by the political, wherever he just said it? The political, wherever they really matter. What is he talking about? Is he talking about the police force? Is he talking about the government? What do he mean when he said the political? What is he speaking about? Can I understand what Sadman really saying? Because I got to hear about this.
Mr. President, with regards to the Adriana Young case, we know that
Watch how the man running. Watch how this man running when he hear though. There's any remorse? There's any love? There's any showing signs of you being a father? Watch how this man running when he hear this reporter talk about Adriana by. How these band of them really feel this thing looking? You ain't got no heart, bro. Really? Actually, man broken out when he hear about Adriana. I don't know. What kind of? Where is your level of integrity? Where is your level of of dignity? Where is your level of fatherhood? Where is your level of parenthood? What's so disturbing hearing about Adriana Young, Mr. President? You just trying to run off. You can't even give a 2-minute conversation, a 2-minute speech upon Adriana Young and know these parents are going through so much. I don't see this no way else, by like this is why they're saying is what really going on with we country and the leaders them of our country, bro. What's really going on with the leaders of our country? A simple question you trying to rush and run like it's some problem, like it's what is shit. People throwing a bucket of shit, so you're trying to run from the shit. Is what, Mr. President? What is it really? I don't understand. Pastor Carol, I want to say thank you. Welcome down to the show. Thank you to being a member of the channel. Definitely gotta welcome you. We want to say thank you for being a member of the channel. Well, they show me that I really got to conduct myself now on my channel because we got pastors in the building. And you know it's always a pleasure because I'm a very, very, very strong believer of Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? So I want to say thank you to Pastor Carol for definitely subscribing to the channel and also being a member of the channel. Remember, like I said, guys, the link for being a member of the channel is pinned in the comment section. All right? You know what I mean? So once again, thank you a lot, Pastor Carol. Definitely, you got to let me know where your ministry is, where your church is, where you guys get it, you know what I mean? And I could definitely support you by coming at one of your functions that you have, all right? Definitely. But yeah, people, this is what we talking about. You ain't got no heart. You ain't got no love, Mr. President. The really move me. This really move me. To see that how the president, this is how the president move. Look again, people.
Mr. President, with regards to the Adriana Young case, we know that
I'm not
Will the FBI be asked to assist?
I'm not going to belabor this point anymore. Everything that I've committed to in the case, we brought in the independent pathologists. They've done their work. There's an independent investigator in. I've done what I said I would have done. The political handlers are now at work aggressively. Let the political handlers deal with what they want.
So the FBI wouldn't be asked, in addition to Mr. McCutcheon.
Mr. President,
You know what I mean? This what you say. That is what you see. This is all you got for we. Creation, because we say creation, say, I hope you recognize. Fire that. The quality of people coming for the truth. And definitely that's it. You know what I mean? I know how it is, and I'm gonna always be like this. Like me and one of my good friend was talking today, and she say, yo, you know, you definitely are blessed with what you're doing. You know, you are blessed with the message that you're giving out, because there's so much people want to hear the truth, and your channel is totally different than the rest. You know what I mean? I want to shout out to my mom and my dad. Rest in peace to my father. He passed away this year, the 26th of January. Right? My mom and my dad teach me a lot. My grandmother is Christian. I grew up in a Christian home. But, you know, after growing up and seeing certain things, I separate myself from religion. But I'm still a strong believer in Jesus Christ and God, the Almighty. So I have to be real. Like I said this morning, I was put on this earth for this purpose. I was put on this earth for this purpose, to talk the truth. I am not aligned with no government team, official, party, or crew. I do not believe in politician. I don't believe in politics, I should say. I hate them. What I believe in is equal rights and justice. That is what I believe in. Equal rights and justice. That's all I want. You're welcome, Pastor. From the bottom of my heart, right now, my skin growing. I'm blessed and happy that we have you here. The pastor said to thank you for having me. I have been listening to you. I love what you're doing. The truth will come out. We have to continue praying, continue to pray for the family. Us your ears, yeah man, gain and you will get the truth. You know what I mean? And we appreciate you here, Pastor. We definitely appreciate you over here, because over here is truths and rights. There's always do it. Truths and rights. Then we see how the crime chief behave again. Right? Hold on. Let me see how the crime chief behave again. Hold on, let me read two comment. Rose, gotta say good night to Rose. Welcome down. Want to shout out to all of the new subscriber, whether you're Guyanese or you're not Guyanese. Cause what I get for finding is that I got a wide spread of subscribers on the channel. And we're talking about people from Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados. We're talking from people from Cayman Island. We're talking about people from Canada. We're talking about people from Japan. We're talking about people from Australia. You know what I mean? From London, the UK. You know, we got a lot of people definitely subscribe to the channel. So I want to take time and don't shout out to everybody. I can't pinpoint to every individual, but I would also want to say shout out to all of my subscribers worldwide that is definitely logged in and subscribe to the channel, because the channel is not only subscribed by Guyanese alone, but we got Guyanese and other people from around the world. This Adriana case drawed a lot of people more to my channel. So you know what it is. Who's this person that just don't text a G? GG, I just know I gotta check you out and see where's you, meds. Rose said you just look how he get. You see? He get one face in this, you know. When he hear about Adriana is a different scenario. No, we ain't playing no Bob Marley music and them thing over here. So y'all listen. I don't tell you already. This channel is so don't depend on. YouTube is a very stupid channel. That stupid channel is a very stupid app when it comes to certain things. If I play Bob Marley, my channel is going to get copyright. You understand? And we can't let that happen, because when it's copyright, it's like you're making it black from other people getting to see. So I'm not playing no Bob Marley and all them things. Y'all play Bob Marley when y'all ready for play Bob Marley. Y'all gonna hear y'all Bob Marley. Over here, see me up on Bob Marley right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that checking in on the ones and threes. I want to see this. Yeah, man, big up everybody that checking in, man. Okay. GJ say, Ali, shame on you as a parent. Talk like that about Adriana Young's life cut short by someone. You understand? In Fali, heartless manners. The way he speak to the journalist, he is such a dunce. You understand? Fire. Yeah, man. That really hurt me hard to see how sad man really go on by. I don't have done to. Yeah? Really? That's why I was so angry yesterday when I see he and the commissioner say Happy Mother's Day. And they know that Adriana mother grieving on the day yesterday. knowing that your daughter, your eldest daughter gone. It's your eldest. It's not your only, but your eldest. Gone. Now today, look how we going on. You tell me these people them got any heart? You tell me these people them got any love? Tell me really. Brooklyn in the house, man. Shalom. Solum. Or you should say Solam. Solam, big up yourself, man. See what I'm telling you? We got a lot of people from around all over there on this channel, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Look at what let me look back at the crime chief.
Probe is ongoing. The investigation is at the evidence gathering or evidence accumulation stage. The detectives, they are currently examining several possibilities and theories, and at the end of the day, those theories and possibilities will be evaluated against the evidence and the facts that we have in our possession.
It looked like he went studying this thing, like it's something that he went reminiscing all the time, and he got to keep saying, you know, like and then something ain't right with this nigga. I swear to God. Something ain't right. Yeah. Is me alone or I wrong? Chat, what y'all say? Something ain't right? Let me ask you.
Soldier man, you're vexing you. You're vexing you. Something bothering you. You're sick. Your brains are working good.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right with you. Me understand him, me know.
I was just informed that the independent investigator will be coming in the country tonight to assist Ramsey Uganda Police Force in conducting the probe of Adriana Young.
What assurance can you give the family members at this time who had some doubt in the initial statement about the police investigation this matter?
What I can say is that our investigators, we have selected the best to work on this matter, and the investigators are very objective. And I've instructed them to ensure that they do not disregard any information or any evidence during this process.
Is the girl's family okay with the foreign investigator?
I won't be able to answer that question. You'll have to ask the family of the decision.
No, there are some reports that they're not in favor of it.
I haven't seen those reports.
And you talk about persons coming forward and giving statement. How is that process going so far?
It's going smoothly. The investigators will have contacted some family members, a few of them during the course of the weekend, and we anticipate that we will be able to question at least 2 more individuals who were in the pool on the day that Adriana Young went missing.
What about the hotel owner? What's the latest with him?
The hotel owner, there were certain conditions that were imposed on him for him to continue to report to the police on a daily basis. That is ongoing, and based on the press release that was disseminated to the public, he was also prohibited from leaving this jurisdiction whilst the court was on.
I can ask you about Linden. What's the latest with the officer, Mr. Primus?
That investigation was conducted by the Office of Professional Responsibility in collaboration with the Regional Security System. The Criminal Investigation Department had no role to play in that investigation.
Crime Chief, can you speak to the credibility of a photo that began sharing on social media this weekend of Adriana in the pool on the day she went missing?
I do not want to speak to any photograph. Let's see the photograph, but what I can tell you, as I told some of my colleagues earlier, the investigators, they are in possession of video footage prior to Adriana It's either prior or at the same time when an alarm was raised that she was missing.
Is this from the hotel security?
No, the investigators were reliably informed that the camera that was affixed to the pool area, that camera wasn't working on the day.
But did they confirm that the camera was indeed not working?
I didn't hear it.
Were they able to confirm that the camera was indeed not working?
Correct. Our forensic video analysts, experts, they would have went through the DVR and they would have confirmed that it wasn't working on the day in question. Thank you very much.
That's crazy. Something still ain't right. Shout out to everybody inside of the chat saying that I contact something ain't right today. You understand? Something ain't right. I know something off. The committee is back in the building. What's up, my brother? Something just ain't right with you. I want you to listen good we say no. You see, you got some 4 suspect or something like that. Right now, we don't know who. These people them just lying. They just saying they got this person and saying they got this person. And when you find out them ain't got nobody. It's all a lie. Now, guess what's going on now? Now, we see whereby, right? Let me get this here, so. Just a minute. As you guys could see here, no requests from Guyana government for FBI assistance in Adriana Young's case, says the U.S. ambassador. So what really going on here? What really going on here, so? This is what you want to know. I don't know what really going on. As you guys could see, the United States ambassador to Guyana, Nicola, let me just leave it at her. You understand? Revealed that today, that while there had been public calls for the U.S. Federal Bureau to investigate, to assist with the investigation into the 11-year-old, the death of the 11-year-old Adriana Young, there has been no request from the Guyana government any such assistance, for any such assistance. You see what's going on? That's crazy, bro. So these people I'm trying to tell you that they're willing for help, they're willing to do what it is for Adriana Young, but at the end of the day, remember these people them can't come into the country and do their thing just like that. They still have to get a go-ahead by the government, and the government is frightened to give these people them a go-ahead, bro. Yo, I want to say thanks to the $5 donation. Oh my God, yo, the donation is definitely up and running. Yeah, man, you know we got to acknowledge the donation. Darit, Esco, or Echo. I know Esco or Echo. I hope I pronounce your name good, man. Thank you for the $5 donation, brother. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Definitely donation is a must, guys. You guys could donate by purchasing a super chat, super sticker, or donate by being a member of the channel. The membership link is pinned in the comment section, guys. You guys could be a member, or you guys could drop something in the Cash App or in the Zelle number that is available there, guys. All right. Once again, thanks for the $5 donation. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Thanks for that, bro. Right? So, like we say, man, they are trying to mess shit up. I hope the voters, you hope the voters are watching. The voters better be watching. I don't know if you guys could get to see clearly. I don't want to zoom it in too much and then you can't get, you know what I mean? That's what it's saying. Just a minute, guys. So it's kind of crazy right now, as you could see. They are still waiting for the request. So this is why I'm trying to figure out. If they waited for the request, I thought the request could have come from the family. Because we heard about we heard when the lawyer made it clear and said that, oh, yo, we want independent, the FBI independent. Now the FBI is definitely willing to come and deal with it independent, but it seems like they got to get the request from the government. So I want to know if the requests do have to come from the government. I don't know. Guys, I was speaking to reporters on the sideline of Caribbean Commissioner of Police. You understand? General meeting this morning at the I forgot this how to pronounce this Jano Star. But at the conference center, the ambassador said any request of the FBI assistance must come from the Guyana government. Arthur Chung, yeah, sorry, that's it. Yeah. This morning at the Arthur Chung Conference Center, they said we would gladly to listen to the request and do what we can. I understand that it is going to involve requesting the FBI assistance for the investigation. The way that it works is a government-to-government request. So the government of Guyana would have to make that request to the FBI, and they would determine based on Jesus Christ. This is saying something too nice. So if it's a government-to-government thing, how really we gonna really, they mean that they're not gonna get the request. This is how I seen it. They are not gonna get the request. Cause it said clearly here, it's a government-to-government request. So the government of Guyana have to make that request to the FBI, and they would determine the base on your side, man, as you guys could see. This is crazy. AB said the nurse is the only one we got so far. What do you mean by that? Well, this is why he's saying King of Light. If they got to wait on the government, like they say, it's a government to government. If these guys got to wait on the government to give them a request, they ain't getting no request by. You're right way saying the government will never bring the FBI because they do not want them to investigate, intervene. Yeah, man. We need a change in the government. That's a serious. It's corruption, bro. This is why he's saying from you hearing is a government to government, and is the government got to give them the go ahead. You know this, what? That's why I'm saying see what's going on. I know ever since from the very first instant I went saying to myself, if they say they want these people them coming, right? I know still these people them not gonna come in like that, and the government gonna leave them for coming like that. They got to get some word from the government, because you can't just bombard in a man country and start investigating a scene. And you know what I mean? Obviously, this scene is some kind of hand pinpointing saying you got something to do with it too. If you get where I'm coming from and you're gonna allow the man, I don't think they're gonna work like that. I don't think it gonna work like that. You understand? If they got for faking tell these people in for coming, problem there, bro. Problem there. I know what I'm telling y'all, but viewers and subscribers, make sure you like up the live. Like up the live for me, please, guys. We got 1,300 people upon the check-in. Please like up the live. No, it's serious right now. The government is doing. What do you say the government doing? Creation, big up yourself, man. That's one of my moderator right now. Creation said the government did not grant the permission for the two pathologists either. But this was saying. The second autopsy I meant. Sorry, all right. Yes, he didn't. He didn't want the second pathologist that the family members them say they want come in. He did not give the man. Imagine the man coming to the country all the time, you know. The man make a statement saying he came, they had a big fire with the fireman will last his life. The man come, bust the case. The man bust enough case in Guyana. Never had no problem. Never was stopped. Never was refused. Never hear that he ain't got the requirements. Never hear that he ain't got the skill. Never hear all kind of thing. Suddenly, you see a post come out whereby you hear this man involved in some mix up with something. And then you see the man can't get a forward, he can't get no permit for come and do the autopsy on Adriana. Everything they blocking, and people seeing, buddy. People are seeing what really going on. These people them feel like we's idiot. People are seeing. Pastor Cara said James 1 to 19, 20. I tell you? Yeah, I read it right there. I read it. That is wrong, bro. Everything they blocking. They blocking. God don't sleep, Gary. You're right. God don't sleep. Everything they're trying for block. They're trying for block the man from coming in. Now they're trying for block the FBI them for coming and assist in this scene, because you know why? They can't bribe the FBI. And they know the FBI is on their ass, excuse my language. They know the FBI is on their backside. So them frightened for the FBI come in. But they know the FBI watching at all of this, because it's like you digging a hole for yourself when you do this. It's like you digging a hole for yourself when you do this. Them man gonna say, oh, see y'all ain't want we come and do this investigation. Y'all beating around the bush to give you a request. That means something going on. It's either y'all hiding something and y'all ain't want we know, or something. Something going on with y'all. I mean, we gonna find out. We will find out. No joke, bro. We will find out what's going on. Because it's total shoppiness, bro. We are seeing with our eyes every day that is bull crap these people them bringing to we over and over and over, bro. And we tired of it. I just hope the country know that on election day, y'all need to do what you guys have to do, bro. Shout out to everybody that definitely checking in on the ones and threes, guys. You guys know what's going on. Now, I want to go to this video because we ain't done as yet. The show ain't reached nowhere yet. Let me go to this video here. So we're by this man exposing the government. But before we go to that, ad break.
Yeah, man, OJ Marley representing for Let's Talk the Thing TV. Yo, Guyanese, all of you tune in to Let's Talk the Thing TV YouTube channel where you get the best entertainment news out of Guyana. Mixed up gossip, you see it. Talk the till tell them about that drink and drive no car. Don't take no light star. Babylon gonna have to do them job. Before you kill yourself or innocent people might have figure ball. Brah. Let's Talk the Thing TV. I don't know. Out of bud. Yeah, man, OJ Marley representing for Let's.
Yeah, man, shout out to everybody that definitely checking on the ones and threes. You guys know how we doing it over here, so we always appreciate you guys. Definitely like up the live for me, guys. Please like the live up. Now there's a piece of lengthy piece of video, but we're gonna run through it little fast. I know what it is, minutes to 10. I go up to 12 o'clock and then we cut. I don't know. Shout out to everybody that checking in, man. Y'all know what it is. Like up the live. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up. That's what we dealing with. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I'm sorry about that. Can't make it bigger. Gotta keep it just like that. Yeah, guys, just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Like up the live. I'm trying to find this thing quick and fast for us. Just a minute, guys. Give me a sec. I don't know why I'm not finding this shit. Okay, I'm gonna run this next video by the time we start out with self. Hold on. Take a good listening to this.
Extremely disturbing news. And the news I present to you today, this information I'm giving you today, will show you why the PPPC government, the president, the appointed vice president, one of the vice presidents of Guyana, because Barry Jackdio is not the second in command of Guyana, the Guyana Police Force, the people who owns the hotel, and the people who work, the staff at the hotel. This information that I'm going to give to you is unsettling. And you see why the government is truly covering up the unaliving of little Adriana Young. I am going to try to make this video very short. I don't want to go past 5 minutes. I just want to come here and let you know that the government of Guyana has deliberately conspired with the members of the Guyana Police Force, the owners of the Doubleday Hotel, and staff members of the Doubleday Hotel to cover up the unaliving of little Adriana Young. I want you guys to understand that a lot of information have been floating around in the media, social media, and the press. I want you guys to also understand there's a difference between media and the press and social media. There's a clear, distinct difference amongst them. If you don't know, please do your research. Now, this is social media. And the information I'm presenting to you here is to add a little more fuel to the fire. I'm about to give you some fuel to the fire to show you why the PPPC government and the Guyana Police Force have conspired to conceal the unaliving, how the unaliving of Adriana Young actually took place. We have seen their persons in the international diaspora, all the way in England. There's a lady from England who's been very, very articulate in presenting the facts within this matter, within this case. We've witnessed the newly appointed lawyer, Dexter Todd, making a mess of the Guyana Police Force and the head of the Guyana Police Force, Mr. Clifton Hicken. Apparently, as they said, the crime chief was not there. Where's Wendell Blanham? Why aren't there no press conference or press releases being done by the Guyana Police Force concerning this matter? We have seen that Minister Leslie Ramsamy came forward and said there is a preliminary report, and the preliminary report shows that she died by drowning. The president also went to his press conference and said that he's acknowledging the preliminary report that was submitted to him, and it reads that this little girl died by drowning. However, They did not state the circumstances under which she died by drowning, because it's obvious to the world that she did not drown in the pool. So there's a difference between manner of death and cause of death. We are aware, well, we're being told that the cause of death is by drowning, but the manner of drowning is not in the pool. Obviously, it's not in the pool. So, why are they covering up this thing? Why did they lie to the entire world to say that she left in a car with a guy? Why are they covering up the unaliving of Adriana Young? I'm here today to tell you why. And it's unsettling, it's disturbing. And you all know this is the man is always come and give you the realest, deepest information that no one else has. And I'm here today to tell you that the owners of Doubleday Hotel is Priya Manichan family. Let me say that again. The owners of Doubleday Hotel is the Minister of Education, Priya Manichan family. This is why there is a cover-up. Allegations have been raised against the owners of this hotel that they engage in ritual sacrifices for riches. An election is coming up. The PPP wants to win the election. I'm just going to speculate here. I will speculate that the PPP was using Priya Manichan family to commit a sacrificial unaliving of an 11-year-old child for success in the upcoming election, or for financial success in the party and the party affiliates. I'm just speculating here. But the fact that Priya Manichan is the relative family of the owner of Doubleday Hotel, it can further confirm with us why the PPP and the Guyana Police Force are not investigating the manner of death of Adriana Young. The president in his they installed the president in his press conference, or in his little dictation that he did, because people just literally couldn't ask the questions they really wanted to ask. And when the young lady stood up and asked the question that people really want the answer for, he refused to answer that question by saying, "These are the facts. I have the facts. And the facts is she died by drowning." That is the cause of death, allegedly. It doesn't say the manner in which the drowning took place. And again, the manner in which the drowning took place is not in the pool. There is so much evidence to verify that she was not in the pool. She didn't drown in the pool. So, I am pointing my finger now, again, at Priya Manichan. In the past, I addressed Priya Manichan when she made a mess of the Siripata College of Education by graduating teachers who did not even complete half of the coursework. They literally gave away B grades to all the children who graduate from CPC in 2023. Yeah, remember the video? If you don't know about that video and the whole story, scroll down on my page and you will find that story. And then you'll find that CPC also tried to cover it up by trying to degrade me. And I came back and I lashed back at CPC and embarrassed them too, and they went silent. So again, I am here to give you serious facts to take this matter to a different level. We have a government of Guyana PPP affiliated minister who is the relative family of the owners of Doubleday Hotel. Now focus your attention on that. Take that to the bank and y'all invest on that. I would like to see all of these investigative reporters to turn their attention to this piece of information. Let's see what happens here. Y'all have a good day. Greetings.
You understand? So, Priya, all the time I thinking that this man must be family with maybe Jack Dio or maybe the prime minister. I mean the vice president. This is what I thinking. All the time me know is Priya. That's why she was the first one. She was the first one for reach on the west side in Tushin. All who could follow back and could remember. She were the first one to do what? Meet on the west side. You sight me? She was the first person to meet on the west side. No joke. This is why I want to know how come she meet on the west side so fast. Or you don't see no APNU. You don't see no AFC. You don't see none of these guys. You see Priya right away. Because Priya is a family member of the man. That's why the man is still long in jail. Now see why the man is still long in jail. That's why he get bail right away. You see? So this thing is a family thing. A family and friend thing going on here, so. This is crazy, viewers and subscribers. Like up the live, guys. Like up the live. This is crazy. Understand? This is crazy. So Priya is the family member of the man. This is why the man can't get locked up. You see? Now we're surrounded by people who really we could trust right now by. Who really can we trust? Somebody send me a thing today. I can't even find this thing. Who can we trust? This is crazy. Is everybody lying? Because everybody knows somebody. Everybody knows somebody. You understand, viewers and subscribers? Everybody know somebody. Shout out to all those persons checking for the ones and threes, man, you know? Definitely appreciate you guys. All right, I'll find the video. Now see what's going on. All right. Hold on a minute. Just give me a minute. I just find the video that I was looking for. You understand? This is a sticky. This man exposed Jack Dio. See, I get ready. Because Jack Dio get exposed in the most wickedest way he saw. Yeah, man. Jack Dio get exposed. Let's jump into this video here. Hold on there, people, just a minute. Getting your sort out. Remember, we're going up to 12. I don't tell y'all already. We're going up to 12, so y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all get your popcorn, y'all get ready. Because it's movie time. Let me jump into this.
The government of Guyana, the PPP government of Guyana, the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, are criminals, murderers, and most importantly, they are drug dealers. Barrett Jack Dio is the #1 drug dealer in Guyana. And Barrett Jack Dio has persons within the Customs or Criminal Anti-Narcotic Agency in Guyana who work on his behalf, transporting and shipping his cocaine to Dubai. You hear what I'm telling you? Barrett Jack Dio and many businessmen in Guyana that are aligned with Barrett Jack Dio ship cocaine to Dubai. Cocaine is shipped from neighboring countries like Suriname and Venezuela through Guyana, through major European ports onto Dubai. And I'm going to provide you with evidence here today to validate what I am saying. Evidence to prove to you that the Guyana government, the PPP government in Guyana, is part of a big scheme of criminal elements, murderers, drugs dealers, within the Guyana Police Force, within GRA, the Guyana Revenue Authority, within high ministerial agencies in Guyana. And this has been going on for a very long time since Barrett Jack Dio became president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. Let me remind you, I will start by reminding you about the Pegasus spy equipment that was found in the possession of Shahid Roger Khan. I want you guys to remember.
So guy, Nani is Sabai. Viewers and subscribers, who's this man, eh? Gary, who is this man? Come on, guys, drop some donation. Y'all know what it is. Join the membership. Olivia, good night to you, sweetheart. Hope you're having a beautiful time. Was there any word on the nurse? Not as yet. She's still behind bars at this said moment. But you know, every little information that we get, we definitely going to be bringing to you guys, no matter what. So even if she fought and we find out, we going to bring it to you.
That it was Leslie Ramsamy, former Minister of Health under the PPP government, who procured and signed the invoice to purchase this Pegasus, the Pegasus CSM 7800 series spy equipment from a company in the UK through its agency in Florida in the USA. It was Leslie Ramsamy who also paid. It was Leslie Ramsamy who also paid over 70,000 or 90,000 US dollars. Let me find it and get it right. Let me get those $90,000 CSM training for the sum of $90,000 was paid.
You could literally see he's reading from something. So that mean that, you know what I mean? Yeah, that mean that, yeah. That shit, he's right with that.
To a man known as Peter Myers. And Peter Myers' company had fully complied with subpoenas and appeared in court and testified that he provided training in the use of the CSM 7800 series Pegasus spy equipment to Raja Khan. Yes, Mr. Myers trained Raja Khan in the use of the spy equipment. Now recently, Paper Sharks was gunned down on Main Street. Remember, recently, Paper Sharks was gunned down on Main Street. And Paper Sharks' murder was exposed by a police sergeant. And the police sergeant said that now today, the PPPC government still has that CSM 7800 series Pegasus spy equipment and they're spying on people in Guyana. They are spying on people in Guyana using special spyware equipment that they bought from a UK company from the out and was outsourced to Florida in the USA. This equipment is manufactured originally by Israel. It's called Pegasus. And the Pegasus spy equipment is being used to tap our phones, Guyanese phones, living in diaspora. And every single person in Guyana who present themselves as an opposition to the PPPC. This spy equipment is being used to infiltrate your cell phones. It breaches the security of your cell phone unknowing to you. The spy equipment works in a very simple way. They can just send you a normal text. As long as the text reaches your phone, the spy equipment activates itself in your phone and then sends back information to the sender. Yeah. The sender can also pose as though they are you. So your phone could be sending text messages and calls to people as if it is your number. The people will see your number turn up, but it's not you. The people will see your number calling them, but it's not you. Now let's get to that part of it. People, phones are tapped by the use of the Pegasus CSM 7800 series spy equipment that Bharat Jagdeo got Leslie Ramsamy to sign for and purchase. And then they provided $90,000 worth of training to Raja Khan. And this equipment was found in the possession of Raja Khan many years ago. And there were a list of names of people who they were tracking, who Raja Khan was tracking. Now Raja Khan appeared in court. And Raja Khan said, yes, I received the equipment from the government. Yes, I was helping the government to catch criminals. But Raja Khan did not catch criminals. All these so-called criminals whose names and numbers appeared on that list, they were murdered. You hear the word I use? These so-called criminals were murdered by Raja Khan and his gang. The infamous black clothes and the infamous criminal elements. The Pegasus spy equipment was purchased by the PPPC. And today, the Pegasus spy equipment is still in Guyana and used by the Guyana Police Force and criminal elements in the Guyana Police Force. Persons who are aware of the use of this equipment are none other than James Singh. In my last video, I called his name.
Yo, I'll tell you something, right? This is some serious claims. It look like this man got the government files. I don't know who give you the government files, but you know I had to bring it to the forefront. I had to bring it to the forefront. Now, see whereby Creation asks if it regarding to, you know what I mean, a young lady. You know what I mean? That message did Leroy Smith. Now, this video regarding to the government, you understand? Because the video title, Jagdeo get exposed as a drug kingpin. Now, there are speculation out there, allegedly things are out there whereby they're saying that Jagdeo is mixed up in some kind of drug situation, allegedly on my side. I don't know about that, but I heard about that. You know, and there's different people coming out and saying the same thing. So it's kind of crazy at this said moment here. But with this man saying here, so got me baffled right now. Because the man calling some credible names. You understand, viewers and subscribers? So apart from Adrian, all of this is still on Adrian's side, because at the end of the day, this is where the corruption is coming from. So for those persons who may not be a Guyanese and you are definitely subscribed to the channel and don't know what's going on with the corruption in Guyana, you know what I mean? This is what parties get the latest. And this is a video whereby it unfolds what's going on with the leaders in the country allegedly, as you see and as you heard. A lot of persons are saying that Jack Dio is upon this and upon that. I don't know. But, like they say, whatever's in the dark will come to light, ain't it? Let me continue. Like I said, for those persons who don't know the roots and what's going on, make we fighting for this government to come out. At least you guys could listen to what this man is saying. We're going up to that 12 o'clock hour. See, I don't know, Rocky are rocking with me. No justice, no peace. It look like this is going to happen.
Persons in Guyana or the criminal elements in the police force who are aware of the use of this equipment is none other than the crime chief, Wendell Blam. These are the people who have access to the equipment and have been using the equipment to track and to conduct covert operations. And in many instances, they are responsible for the death of many people in Guyana, the assassination of people in Guyana. It is the Guyana Police Force members who are responsible for tracking people, and then persons turn up on the scene and kill the people who they were tracking. Last time I came here, I said no one wants to say what I am saying. I am saying it. The Guyana Police Force are murderers. Members of the Guyana Police Force are murderers. And they are using the Pegasus CSM 7800 spy equipment to tap Guyanese phone and then send people to murder them knowing where they are. That's what the Guyana Police Force and the PPPC government in the Cooperative Republic of Guyana is doing. Using spy equipment they bought from a UK company. Having persons trained, criminal elements, known drugs dealers trained and paid for by the government of Guyana to use this equipment to track and kill black people in Guyana. It's an atrocity. It's a shame. It's an embarrassment. And only one news agency printed that article, or should I say published that article. And that one news agency is called Village Voice. Village Voice, I thank you and I commend you for your efforts. And I appreciate the fact that you took time to read the article and to publish this article, because you realize in the article I wrote, I did some exceptional journalism research. This is what we call investigative research. At the time when this incident happened in Guyana, none of the known, reputable and established reporters or anchormen or reporting agencies in Guyana had, and neither do they have to this day, any of the information that I published in my article. not Travis Chase, not, what is one name? None of these persons have any of the information that I published. Not Glenn Lal. Not Two Mouth Glenn Lal. Because Glenn Lal working with Jack Dio. You hear what I'm saying? Glenn Lal is working with Jack Dio. Don't worry all them talk. He and Jack Dio is playing good cop, bad cop. I show you I heard that statement before from another social media person named Brian Max. It is true. I am confirming. Glenn Lal is working in cohorts with Jack Dio. That I'm going to identify and point to in the article and outside of the article are the people that you need to keep your eyes on. I'll call their names. I will start by saying the cocaine was packed in a yard by a trusty agent of the GRA. The cocaine was transported and scanned at the wharf by GRA. The cocaine was placed on a ship from a major shipping company in Guyana and sent to Belgium. The cocaine arrived in Belgium and it was found by the Belgian prosecutors. That is the basis of this story. Now I'm going to read this article and you guys will understand where I'm coming from. Let me find this article. And I'm going to read the entire article. And I'm going to go back and point out a few things to you if you didn't get it in the article and show you. What I'm going to point out to you in the article is the evidence to validate that the government and government agencies and persons within these agencies, including the Guyana police, including the head of Kanu, are drugs dealers. I am not Rick Ford Pork. I am not Mark Benchcop. I am not John Thompson. I am not Rhonda Williams. I am not Melly Mel. I am not none of these people. I don't come here and allege nothing. There is nothing that I am going to say to you. You hear me saying allegedly. I don't care what no liar tell me. I present the facts. That's what I do. And the facts is clear. I'm not alleging nothing. I'm presenting information, valid information that happened. And these so-called journalists in Guyana will pride themselves and tell themselves they're all esteemed. We don't know shit about investigative journalism. They can go and ask questions, start poking fingers. Go and poke fingers and ask questions about what I'm talking about right now. Now let's get to this article quickly. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. When I start talking, I talk long. Now this article, I named this article, right? The original name of this article was The Future of Guyana is Sure Part 3. That's the original name of it. And then the subheading for the article was actually Drug Lords, Criminal Masterminds, and Law Enforcement. That's the name of the article. It's on my Facebook page. You guys can go and look for the article on my Facebook page. I posted it to my Facebook page on November 16, 2020. Go to my Facebook page. Go back to November 16, 2020, and you can read this article for yourself. It's right there. Drug lords, criminal masterminds, and law enforcement. That's the name of it. Now let's begin. Let me get into telling you, showing you who the criminals are in Guyana. I begin. The local authorities in Guyana, within 4 days, commencing Thursday, November 12, 2020, arrested and detained a number of Guyana Revenue Authority customs officials and a customs broker in relation to the exportation of 11.5 tons of cocaine from a port in Georgetown, Guyana to the port of Antwerp in Belgium. The GRA customs officers and the broker were detained at the Brigdan police station in the capital city of Georgetown, Guyana, by the local customs anti-narcotics unit known as CANU. CANU. I'm done talking about CANU. The GRA customs officers and the broker were detained at the Brigdan police station in the capital city of Georgetown, Guyana, by the local customs anti-narcotics unit CANU. These Guyanese were held without being charged. I want you to remember, they were held without being charged. Afforded any visits at the Brigdan police station by their family and relatives. They were also questioned extensively and in some instances persuaded and or coerced into giving signed statements without being charged. This is reason enough for concern. So I say, follow the money and its beneficiaries while we await the grenade and Kalashnikov attacks. Second paragraph, the allegation. These Guyanese public servants were held and verbally tortured with repeated sessions of interrogation that presumed they are guilty of trafficking of a psychotropic substance, cocaine. For those of you who are unaware of the procedure relating to the packing and sealing of a large shipment, please note that even though it is mandatory for a customs officer to be present during the packing, they are not asked the average businessman. They are not, sorry. They just ask the average businessman who will conform. This is so because the system not only runs on standard operational procedures, SOPs, but it also runs on trust in keeping with agreements related to trustee traders. Remember that, trustee traders. Another factor to mention is the fact that every customs officer executes his or her daily duties as outlined in their daily itinerary. Anyways, after packing, the customs officer is required to seal the container. However, the container, whether inspected manually by the officer or not, still has to pass through a multi-million-dollar scanner. Remember that, multi-million-dollar scanner, which comprises Please note, whether or not the container was inspected by the officer before it is sealed, the scanner is capable of detecting all illicit commodities and contraband. Acknowledging the fact that the container passed through the scanner, then it's obvious who the accomplices are.
I tell you already, over here, so I bring the files, I bring the facts, I bring the truth. I told you guys already, I'm not playing, bro. We not playing. We are not playing with these guys, bro. I'm telling you, no lie. We are not playing with these guys. I want y'all listen. Open your ears and listen. A lot of information. You're right. You know you're right. You know you are correct. A lot of information, bro. Guyanese people need to wake up. If y'all didn't know what's going on, and certain people from around the world, listen what's going on. Because this man ain't talking fiction, this man is talking facts. Listen what this man really saying, guys.
Acknowledging the fact that the container passed through the scanner, then it's obvious who the accomplices are. Also, let's not forget the individuals stationed at the location the container was packed and transported and transportation company used. Next section, finding the scapegoat. This part is called finding the scapegoat. It is general public and common knowledge that such a large shipment, 11.5 tons of cocaine, of drugs, in this instance, would require a series of timely and well-orchestrated actions of signatories and supervisors, such as the shipping company port manifest controller. Keep that in mind. The planners who holds the bill cargo description record or the cargo control document. The ship captain, also known as the shipmate.
Hello, good night.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, we're going on, Father. Yeah, you're there on the live.
Yeah, G. I located in Barmington, Northwest District, Region 1, named Andrew Parker.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, I watching a video with you there right now.
Yeah, my brother.
I send you a video that far now. I want you to be honest with me, right? Why is it that this government finding all them black people for charging them for treason and all them things in 24 hours, and then they find a coolie by what's saying you poison black people and shoot out all them black people and charge you?
For real. I think them did, you know.
I hear you.
I think they did do that. I think he ended up doing a next video saying he apologized.
Apologize? Nobody want no apology from nobody. You understand?
Yeah.
What
for
we
truth,
doing with
because
apology?
if it was a Negro guy for truth, they'd apology or no apology, we would have there behind bars indeed. Indeed.
What this youth man would be named Baby Skellow. Baby Skellow apologize and they stay all here locked up and the Indian people don't call if he know to be prosecuted and go to jail.
I telling you.
No, what I saying is this partner. If Baby Skellow sing a tune saying fuck what she name is. Lee she come to court and give the evidence. You never say fuck guy tree or you never say fuck premature, you never say fuck you or whatever. Let the God come to court and give the evidence. They could represent their God. You see what I show you?
Real thing.
So that will show you clearly that the government guy don't give a rat's ass about black people, partner. I got a 10-year visa from America. I don't even care if this country me back when I go to the airport. That's a guy who's going to date, so.
Real
see what I show you, G? This thing getting people real upset now, partner. It's real upset. And watch. Let me show you something. You see Barjak do Anil Nandalal, Great Issue and all them, Frank and them. Them is why this country so corrupt, partner. That's right. All the parties, them got good and bad people, right? But this is overdoing things now, partner. Even to the Indian youths are waking up and see this thing. These man, let me be honest with you, partner. You know what cause it? It's we black people cause it for ourselves. We can't blame nobody else. Here I show you.
Straight.
We cause it for ourselves. Here where we cause it for ourselves now, brother. Watch. If an Indian man do something, we quick to forgive you and this and that, right? When a black man do something, these people don't do though. And the government keep pushing this narrative. Divide and conquer. Drive fear into the Indian and you could control them because everything bad is black. And if you want to drive fear into the Indian, them you can't control them.
Real thing we're saying.
They do the same tactics where they pull the massacre in Annandale or Louisiana, the massacre where they pull there and say but black people. When the little boy get up and say that when the people window it shine through the scene, it's the Indian people that bring from India to do the massacre and blame all them all getting from jail and all them things. The same stunt they pull with the youth with them school training and she ma bunch and you know nobody said nothing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same stunt. You remember the massacre that every year they got a thing with Luzik now massacre? 11?
Yeah.
The youth man were claiming said that when the P3 window and you see share shine shoes, the man don't know in this country. These people will see by that, you know, I'm scroll focus. Here? Them is by Jagdo the mouse, what 7 he turned on in office, he by in a ranch and he get relax and he's still back in politics. Never in history. Never in history of this country, by 1972, I never hear about a vice president. I hear about president and prime minister. Mark Phillips ain't got no saying. All them things I know with a little child, a pretty little Adriana Young. When you see Mark Phillips give a statement the other day, because he has no power. In front of he has no power. America, you got the president, you got the vice president. After the president is the vice president. Similar system. Why is it that you got a vice president thing like that? The prime minister have no authority or no power. Anything should happen to the president, but Jack did it right back there as president.
Real talk, we are saying, bro. Real
talk. It's we black people in culture because Granger and all them the pack of pussy. I could tell them that because when they went in office, they may really distribute nothing to black people. You know, see what these Indian people doing? Me vex with them, you know. You see what they're doing? They're giving the family, the friends, and the favorite contracts, millions of dollars. So when it's election time, they could go and they could collect back money for campaign. Granger them didn't do that. They be out. They keep the same people that these people appoint in office, they keep them though. They keep them right there. What's America doing? You go in office, change the people. I can't get a PVP license in an office and a PNC. What do you think them gonna do to me? Huh?
Respect, bro.
But this is a dirty game. And you don't play the game, I can't tell you what thing the people gonna do. And what they say now? When the AP and you bring the no confidence motion against Ramatar, it was 3 years or 3 years something into office, right? And you check back, it's the same thing the PPP do to the AP and you. Give them the same amount of time in office and bring no confidence motion against them. It's take for tack par now. That's right?
Yeah, my brother.
Bring it against them and Charnas now vote against them and now he want to come and say about PPP this and PPP. Who gonna believe though? That's not Judas. But guess what? The Indian people got more loyalty than the black people. Me, watch. I live among Indians, I live among black. Right now, I'm in an Amerindian reservation. That's everybody, right? But we all got racism, maybe. Every single individual got racism. But we just show more of that racism. You know when black people show the racism? When you irritate them, when you provoke them, when you get them real angry. Then you hear a black man say, you're cool, your box country, this and that. But otherwise, no, we don't tell people them things. You see?
Real thing we're saying, no joke.
But for Indian people tell me them things, but they don't even have to get them angry. Allow you violate one Indian, is all you violate. You see?
Real talk. Oh shit, is you right? All right, my brother, respect. Time for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Go to brother. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Sorry, dear, with that number. I know we put it wrong. What kind of number is that? Yeah, but nevertheless, if we go back into this piece of reasoning, 2 minute callers, 2 minutes. Nothing but 2 minutes tonight. Anything, as soon as you meet 2 minutes, I cut any call. It's late, and we just want to get things out of the way. Let's get back into the video. Definitely, guys, you could get to us here peaceful with what the young man is saying at this time, right?
And the ship's chief mate and crew, the senior level government GRA officials, and the warehouse manager and supervisor, along with their company and its porters. However, look how many people I don't call, how many people names I don't call, who handle, pass through this. Anyway, let me continue. However, the authorities have laid the blame on the GRA customs officers, the broker, while totally ignoring the scanning operators, supervisors, maintenance staff, and workers of the shipping company. How convenient it is for the container scanner not to work as required or maybe just maybe the cocaine was detected, but the data was deleted from the system during the period of the passage of the 11.5 ton of cocaine. Let's follow the money and its beneficiaries while we await the grenade and Kalashnikov attacks. This part is called reasonable suspicion and the evidence. It is legitimately obvious to the intellectual populace of the world that this well-orchestrated shipment of cocaine goes above and beyond 3 customs officials and 1 customs broker, the owner of the shipping company and its employers. All the evidence thus far speaks volume to say even if a customs officer stationed at any local wharf that would presumably raise an alarm and or object to the passage of such a mother load would not even be stationed at or be allowed on site during the passage of the shipment, let alone have the individual.
Yeah, man. Good night. 2 minutes. Where you calling us from?
Yes, Canada's Wilbert.
All right, brother. Go ahead.
I'm kind of shocked to know that you did not know about that Lusignan massacre that happened. But what that guy was speaking about there just now, it is true.
Okay.
Just likewise, last night I called you and I told you that Sam Hines was president of Guyana because he visited my school. That man, that East Indian man that came out and said he wasn't and whatever, he don't know nothing. I went to school and Sam Hines came to my school. He was a president for a very short time.
Okay.
But I wanted to touch on Baby Skellow. Brother, this is not fair. Guyanese critics, Rodriguez, whatever his name, stand on his program and tell black people, black women, and black men how they must go to church for the pastor to F them and then a skin open their front for this and they're going to pray to some man named Jesus Christ and what else not. I don't believe in Jesus Christ because I know that's not his name. But I just allow people that they run with the name whatsoever they want to run with. This is not fair. The government in power at that time is the PPP regime that is there. They never charged this man for that crime. Why the hell are they taking Baby Skellow and putting him in prison? It's the same thing happened. That brother just touched on that thing with the East Indian little brother that said he wants to poison all black people. I saw you laughing and you talking like Baby Skellow did something wrong. Well, if he did something wrong, Rodriguez did something wrong to the black people, the Christian community. We cannot have it 2 ways and eat it, brother.
Real thing.
We cannot. You think about what I'm saying to you here. What Baby Skellow did here is the exact thing Rodriguez did. That crazy, dumb guy that they call critics. Do you understand what I'm saying, brother?
Real time,
This is not fair. Look at the difference of how they locked up these, what they call them, scrape head, and the East Indian scrape head. Look at the charges that they put on these people. All I can tell you, brother, this is what I know for sure, and this is the last thing I'm going to say to you, is that Barrett Jagdeo want to have a race war in Guyana, and he been pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. He wants to have the black and the Indians kill each other off. Barrett Jagdeo is a monster. This PPP party has always, every time they come into power, they create a lot of killing, and this man wants a race war. So I just want you to understand, don't play that stuff that you were playing there, because Baby Skellow is not wrong. Rodriguez did this. Nothing happened. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It seems like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I understand. Even if I don't know what you're talking about, I understand. Because remember, in this life here, so nobody is not perfect. And we know, even not Rodriguez, they have countless people came out and this God, Jesus Christ and all of these things. So, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that that Baby Skellow is wrong. What I was saying is that is that, you know what I mean, he does got to be careful with what he's dealing with when it comes to people religion, and that goes to anybody. So even if critics did it, he's wrong also. You understand? That's my thing. It's not like I'm not on Baby Skellow case or I condemning Baby Skellow. I never say they're right for locky up or none of that. All I say that, yo, you got to be real careful when it comes to dealing with people religion, you know what I mean? And I glad you enlightening me now, man, letting me know that Rodriguez did it. Which I know critic is a fucking crass, indeed, excuse my language. So it's not nothing new, but thank you. Yeah, man.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man. Respect and manners. Yeah, man. You know, misunderstanding sometimes is a real fucked up thing in life at some time, you know what I mean? Like I say, excuse my language. You know, I would like people to listen me carefully, you know, sometime. You know, I love you guys and everybody opinion comes over here. You know what I mean? But sometimes you guys must listen me. I'm not a one-sided dude. I give flowers to who God give flowers. I stand for equal rights and justice. I never say they right for lock up Baby Skellow. I say that you have to be careful when you're doing certain thing, because if you're looking for a hype, if you're looking for a cloud, you have to mind and know how you're looking for this hype and how you're looking for this cloud. You can't just try to do anything to get a hype on a cloud, and then you're meeting situations like this that Baby Skellow reach in. You understand? So at the end of the day, I still saying that he rang by dissing singing about a religion. You understand? And they are wrong for locking it up because they got so much people out there that do worse than Baby Skellow did, and they lock up and then lock up them. But Baby Skellow barely sing something, and come on, it could be apologize. All you have to do is just let this man apologize, and simple, and that's it. You know what I mean? So yeah, straight up, you know what it is. Yeah. Good night. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night.
Yeah, man, where you calling us from?
From Guyana.
Yeah, bro. What's your take?
Yes, my take is that, frankly speaking, this country, the racialism, are really there dominant as like before. And this way the PPP heading for it happened.
Aye.
So, yes, I want you to understand that we socializing right now. Right now, Guyana right now is like, this racialism and they're dominant. So you want to know about you can point your program with a narrative, because we right now is one brethren.
Yeah, man.
We is one in the space right now, right? And just keep the love within and the unity.
That is it.
Like a man come talking about black. No, if you want to have a black, it's always black or always one brethren.
Straight up.
You understand me? You keep the love within. You know what I mean? It's like I won't tell you about Indian or black. Because we one brethren, and we got share the love.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
right?
man. I really agree
and
with you.
The government pushing a narrative to black people or Indian people get different. You understand me? And those what the Indians and the black gotta understand. The government want we get different with each other, and we got conscious of that. All right. So I just want you to just be like an oath. If people call and know, yeah, but this thing is not about black and Kudi or black and Indian. You understand me? This thing about Chinese. We are one brethren.
Respect.
All right? Yes. So just maintain that. I'm about to call us, you got a car, you know, no. This is not about black and Kudi. Because any day, if me neighbors calling some jam to you, it's like some jam to me.
Yeah, man.
Enough
Great
love.
thing.
Enough
Straight
love.
up. Love.
Enough love. Enough.
And the caller definitely is speaking right with what he's saying at this said moment, because like I said, back in them time there, like back in a decade or 2 decades, the racial discrimination level was very high. You know what I mean? You never used to really see, although Guyana got 6 race, you never really used to see Indian with buck or Amerindian, we should say. We're not going to diss them. No Indian with Amerindian. no Amerindian with the Indian. You never used to see too much of Amerindian with black or black with Amerindian, or you never used to see Indian with black or black with Indian. But times have evolved. Times have changed. You know what I mean? Now you see everybody as a sixth race. People come to that term. You understand? People come to that terminology whereby they know to themselves that, yo, you know something? This country got six races. Don't let me make myself a monkey and Guyana like if it's a segregation. Now you're seeing Indian women with black men. Black women with Indian men. You're seeing black women with white men. White with, we just come out, don't let jump out. We see Amerindian with black women. Amerindian man with black women. Black man with Amerindian woman. So it's not a racial, despite how they try to put it, we not going to say it's not a racial discrimination. Good night. You understand? Hello, good night.
Blessed night, brother.
Yeah, my brother.
Fire lion in the place. Big thing is, I always tell you, it's nice to give the Guyanese a voice. Keep the show going until Guyana get on its feet, B.
Real talk.
Now, what you're saying there, right? As I've been telling people all the time, black people is not racist. I want everyone to listen to this very carefully that's listening to this show right now, and everyone that's going to listen to it after. Black people is not racist. I've been 40 years on this earth. I've lived in 5 countries. I've traveled to 10. I never met a black person that tell me nothing but no other race. Understand me? The only time we're angry with a race is if that race is oppressing us, trying to make us of a fool, trying to embarrass us, or trying to treat us less of a human being. Okay? Now, what you say just now, right, about back maybe 20 years ago, you used to find this shit a lot all over the world, in Guyana and everything. Highly, understand? But right now, where do you see the most race? Only in the black community. You can go in the black community and find a black woman or a black man with a white, with an Indian, with an Amerindian, with a buck, with a Chinese, with anybody. But you cannot go into these other communities and find them like that. And as the Indian guy called you the other day and say, he is living proof that he gets children from a black woman and all his family shunny. All his family shunny, and he the only one for say it because I've seen it too living in America and living in British Columbia. I've seen white women get children for black men and the family shun them. Only 1 or 2 of the family take it. Most of the rest of the family shun them. So black people, understand me, just love any woman, especially black man, straight. Understand, we racist, that don't deal with race, so we're not making this as a racist thing. Understand me? But there's a guy, since I start following you, I see there's a guy in Guyana that do a podcast show, and all Guyanese that's listening to me, I want you to go watch this guy's show. His name is Glenn Lal in Guyana. Glenn Lal's show. Understand? A bald-head Indian guy. And that guy is speaking facts about let's listen to critics the fool and let him sell himself out as a fool. Don't let us chase him away. Let us keep bringing it to people that's common sense and let us see how much of a fool they are. We're not racist and we're not making it racist, but the facts is there. For 30 years, Guyana has been run by Indians. Even if the black get in power for one term, they've been fooled by it. Understand me? When Granger was in power, understand me? I hear the reason why Granger got out of power is because Granger own people want to kill him. Guyana's own people start going against him. And then the Indian people that have the money in Guyana start paying the ignorant and stupid blacks to go against him. Understand me? And that is what's happening in all elections. They start paying out people and buying out people. But this election going to speak a lot of volume concerning about how Guyanese people really, in terms of education and the common sense. Because I want to ask you a question. Doesn't Guyana have freedom of speech?
Supposed to?
It's supposed to. Now, you hear that? We're big people talking about a country that we're born in, a country supposed to be the only English South American speaking country, supposed to be intelligent, educated, and we using words like supposed to, maybe, if, and buts, and wise. It's ignorant. And because this thing is going on so long, it shows all the ignorance, all the all the people with foolishness. And people need to start checking the history about Guyana. Start checking your history and do your documentary, look into and see what's going on. Understand? Because this one, understand me, we're gonna know if everybody in Guyana is really for one. So don't let's talk about it Indians. Don't let's talk about it blacks. Let's really show the government. And basically, this time the world is watching you, Guyana. The world is watching you. So let's really see how if you guys together. So don't let's talk about the government and the police. Right now, the best thing in this is the people. The people. Why? The people looking for justice. The people looking for justice.
Real talk.
So where we really see the people together. Don't talk it, do it. Straight.
Yeah,
understand? We need to get up, bro. We need to get up and stop talking. Yes, some people's going to call and talk about races. Some people's going to talk about that. That guy say about that. You know, that's why, you know, you can't judge America. America guy has his ups and his ups and his downs. They have it maybes. It's a 50-50 with America. People in America, because I'm living in America, I can say fuck Trump. And it doesn't hurt Trump. It doesn't hurt the government. It doesn't hurt the law. It doesn't hurt nothing. That's just my opinion. Who give a damn about my opinion? When Trump get in power is then when every other race is seeing what black people been saying. And black people, as that guy was talking, the only thing that he said powerful when he finished talking, that black guy was talking about it. But the races is that black people don't come together. That's the thing about it. As he say, a black man is easy to forgive any other race. Any other race. But you see, when it comes to black brother, understand me? And when you check the statistic, in every country that black people live in, who kill black people out the most? Black people. True. That's because we don't come together. So you see, if we come together, remember, black people is the only people in this world, the rest of races with them. Forget all the Indians that will be, all the Amerindians, all the Bucks, all the whites, all the Hispanicans. When we come together, we can see all who with we. But if we don't come together, people is going to be afraid to stand with us.
Respect, brother.
People are going to be afraid to stand with us. So black people in Ghana, you need to come together. And as I tell you guys, you need to start boycott. Don't let your fucking words move. Listen and get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And start using your action. You need to boycott business that is not supporting, understand me, the other parties. I'm not really for the other parties. That's the honest truth. Because I'm a big man and I know politics. And most of them talk something, and when they go in there is something fucking else. So what I want Guyanese people to do is wake up and from here start looking for a leader. So don't care who come after. If he doesn't fit the profile, all Guyanese need to stand as one and start looking for a leader, not fucking politicians.
All right.
You're looking for somebody that's doing something, bro. And that's why I talk about this guy, understand me, Abraham Traore, that all black people in the world know stand up for. The guy over the country, and in 3 years, the guy turned the whole fucking country around. Built factories and all these things. And you mean to tell me Guyana is so rich? Guyana is so rich, ExxonMobil. I was listening to the guy Glendale, and Glendale saying ExxonMobil already give Guyana $50 billion fucking dollars in oil. And you mean to tell me Guyana still look like it's a cowboy country and still behaving like a cowboy country? For real, Guyanese? For real. You need to get up and stand as one and start cutting everything. Start boycotting all the private business and let them know that we ain't supporting you because the government don't make you rich and you with them. So you know what? Fuck you. That's it.
All right, my brother.
Get
good.
up and stand as
Good.
one. So listen to this program and make sure you all get sense, you know. Understand? You see all the ignorant ones that can come out, all the rat holes, can come and bring up this racist thing. I want you all remember, black people in races, and this is the biggest reason I can tell you why we in racist. Because get 100, and I'm not racist, but I'm just showing you, get 100 of the best men in the world in terms of everything. Put 100 black men there that's giants, bro. Where are you going to find another 100 men from which race to stand against us?
Respect, Makala. Respect. All right, my brother. Oh, God, we got Cutty. Right now, really emotional. Sorry for cutting you there, but you're hearing and telling you that's it. I get to understand your point, and every time you're calling, you know what I mean, you definitely is mention real facts. You know what I mean? I feel your pain, I feel the emotion. Like I said, 2 minutes, and you done it. Gotta go for everybody. Like I said, Glenn Lal, right? You bring this to my attention. Let me listen to what Glenn Lal got to say about this, because I'm a very big fan of Glenn Lal also. You know what I mean? Because I've been telling Guyanese people to listen to Glenn Lal. You know what I mean? So let me hear what Glenn Lal have to say, because you know how Glenn Lal thing go already, right? Let's get Glenn Lal.
A brilliant young lady reached out to me after reading a shocking headline. Canadian company seeks license for 4.3 million ounces of gold in Guyana. A project valued at nearly twice the national debt this country is drowning in. She asked me a simple but powerful question. Mr. Lal, how come no other business person sees these things or speak out the way you and your Kaicho News team does? I smiled and told her, my dear, they all see it. Every single one of them. They read the headlines, they know the numbers, they know exactly who is walking away with our riches, our wealth. But they stay silent. Not because they don't care, but because they're afraid. Afraid of what happens when you speak the truth in this country that makes you the enemy of those in power. You see, over the years, Bharat Jagdeo has cultivated a dangerous, wicked, vindictive, and political culture in this land throughout his presidency. A culture where if you dare to speak out, he and his enforcers come after you with a ton of bricks. They wouldn't challenge the facts. They wouldn't debate your points. Instead, they will try to destroy you and everyone around you. They will come after you with the full weight of the state. The GRA, FIU, SOKU, the police, customs. They will audit your business, target your employees, threaten your license, or even yank state ads from your media houses. Smear your name and your family too. This is the kind of political culture or the political gangsterism they unleash against you for standing up, speaking the truth. So what happens? Many business people, though educated, successful, and well-informed, choose silence rather than to suffer the ton of bricks. Yes. Then there are those who are silent out of natural fear. And we can live with that. Then I told her there are others who remain quiet over fear. Fear of having their family members who they depend on for their daily survival lose their government jobs. I went further to say to her, girl, we have those who close their eyes and pack cotton wool in their ears because they're either part of the action or hoping to get a piece of the action. So they all choose survival over sacrifice. And while I can understand their fear, I cannot join them because the cost of silence in Guyana today with this wealth is too much, baby. That Canadian company's application for 4.3 million ounces of gold at today's price is about 12 billion. Yes, 12 billion US worth of our gold alone. And just like the oil and other minerals, not a word from the politicians about how Guyanese will benefit. No press conferences, no explanation, no consultation. The sellout, or I should say the sellouts, is never announced. It always happens quietly, behind closed doors, with handshakes, contracts, and silence. And unless the few like myself blow the whistle, unless we shout from the rooftop, we all will wake up one day to find that our country was once rich, but our people are poor. We were blessed, but we are left begging. We were the owners, but we were treated like the farm workers in our own land with our own wealth. So, to the young lady who asked me that question, yes, they see, yes, they know, but they're too scared to stand up. So let me say this to all Guyanese listening. If you don't find the courage to speak now, if you don't stop this looting now, then we will all be leaving our children with nothing but stories of what Guyana could have become. May God bless you. And if you like it, share it.
Well, that is it for the show, guys. We're gonna pull down the curtains. Definitely I gotta catch some rest. I went up all day, me and get for sleep from since this morning, 6 o'clock. I wake up, carry my son to school, do the show, do a next show tonight for y'all. Cause you know I'm trying to keep y'all up to date with everything we're going on. I'm putting in the works, and you know what I mean. I gotta put in the works for you guys, but you don't know. I'm gonna pull the curtains down now. Gonna be back here at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, I like work 8 o'clock. 8 is me number 2. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I like 8. You know what I mean? So you don't know the thing go already. Patrice, big up. Patrick, big up yourself. King of Night, big up yourself. Creation, big up yourself. AB, big up yourself. Peterson, big up yourself. You don't know what, so big up to all the new subscribers. Also, I want to say we just hit 10K subscribers. We just hit 10K subscribers. Yeah, man, I want to say thanks to everybody that definitely check in and definitely subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Big up to everybody. Big up to all our members. You know what I mean? Like I said, guys, if you guys are interested by donating to the channel, because I'm not going to rush nobody. I'm not going to force nobody. You know what I mean? If you feel free to yourself and say, yo, this channel is a channel whereby when I come and check this channel, I get some credible information. I like how this brother is reason. I like how this brother is keep it real. If you feel that in your heart and you feel to yourself that, yo, like bless this brother up, this brother channel something by donating, I really appreciate it. I'm not forcing nobody, but it's a part of vlogging. I must ensure and let you know that donation is a part of it. You know what I mean? Make the channel more better, make the channel grow more better, and you know, ensure that we bring credible information and real information to you guys. So like I said, if you feel free by doing if you feel free to donate to the channel in any way, like I said, you could drop anything in the Cash App or the Zelle that is available and showing on the screen. The Cash App link is there and the Zelle number is there. Also, you could donate by purchasing a super sticker, a super chat, or you could donate by being a member of the channel. Yes, for only $2 a month. Simple. So donation to the channel is a must, is a blessing, and I'm thankful for everybody that come and donate, whether it's $1, $2, $5. I appreciate it, and I love you guys. It keep me going for you. So I'm going to be back here in the morning. Peace and love. Everybody have a blessed night. Have a wonderful night. And remember, prepare for tomorrow. Right here, sir. We back in the building. We ain't going nowhere, okay? So peace and love. We out.